This is another example on income tax, but this one is more complex. So they will usually give you a table, and then based on this table, you will calculate the income tax. So I'm going to teach you how to read the table first. Okay, so I need you to make some amendment to this table. So for example, the 5.5, right? I actually need you to erase and then write it on the second line. So the 5.5, I need you to erase and write it on the second line. So same for the 8.5, 14, 17, and 20. I will need you to write that and then you erase on the first one. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how do we interpret this table first. Okay, so first of all, right, how this table will determine how a person pays tax. So I'm going to show you how do we determine first, and then how do we read the income tax rate. So calculate the personal income tax payable by a Singaporean. So the chargeable income is 56,000. So where do you look for the 56,000? So very simple. Okay, this you look at this total. This is a 30,000. So this is called the 30,000 bracket. So you look at the total here. This is a 40,000 bracket. So you get the total first. So 80,000 bracket. And this is the 160,000 bracket. This is your 320,000 bracket. And here, this one is actually unlimited because it's more than 320 and anything that's above 320. Okay, so how do you decide which? So this person who earn 56,000, which bracket will he go to? He will go to the 80,000 bracket. So his 56,000 is less than the 80,000. His 56,000 is less than the 80,000. So he will go to this bracket, the 80,000 bracket. He cannot go to the 40,000 because he already earned more than that 40,000. So you got to choose the bracket that is less than his chargeable income. Okay, so how do you interpret this? If you decide that it's going to be this bracket, then how are you going to interpret this? So if you interpret the bracket already, you need to split the chargeable income into two baskets. So this one will tell you the first basket is 40,000. So the first basket is 40,000. And then anything that in the next 40,000. So if he only got 56,000, if you take out the 40,000 into the first basket, that means the second basket is left with 16,000. Okay, so he is going into the 80,000 bracket, and the 80,000 bracket says that you will split into two baskets. The first basket is 40,000. So this is the first basket. And then anything that is in the second basket will be you split out from the 56,000. Okay, then how are we going to read the tax, right? So for the first basket, this is the tax amount. So the tax for the first basket is $900. So you don't have to calculate. They give you the amount already. But in the second basket, it's going to be 8.5. It's going to be 8.5. So this part will be a 8.5%. So what does this 3,004 means, right? That means if you got a full 80,000, 8.5 over 100 times 40,000. that will give you a 3,004. So if you have a full 40,000 for the second basket, then you will have 3,004. But however, if you look right, obviously my second basket doesn't have a full 40,000. Here for this person, the second basket is 16,000. So the tax will be 8.5 over 100 times 16,000. So if you work it out, it's 1360. This answer is wrong. If you work it out, it's 1360. So his chargeable income will be divided into two baskets based on the table. So because his chargeable income is 56,000, he goes into the 80,000 bracket. So the total tax is 900 plus this. So that's the total tax. So his total tax will be 2260. So let's say a person, it depends on where is your income, then you go to a different basket, a different bracket. So later on in a subsequent example, we will look at more examples, and then we also need to work backwards, learn to work backwards in the next example. If you know a person tax, will you be able to guess his income? Okay, so chargeable income is always split into two baskets to calculate the income tax.